Hello Europe, this is David calling from Canada. So today's topic is Russia at Eurovision 2018. Dobry wieczór, mnie zовут David. So just a warning, today's video is a bit political because I'll be talking about who will be representing Russia in Eurovision 2018 and how they got there. So the singer that will be representing Russia in 2018 is actually the singer from last year who was supposed to represent Russia in 2017. So her name is Julia, or Yulia, and her last name is Samolova. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. So in 2016, we've seen the winner, Jamala, from the Ukraine, winning with a song called 1944. So what was 1944, the song, all about? So it was about the deportation of the Crimea Tatars by the Soviet Union. So meaning Russia came in and they deported the Crimea Tatars from Ukraine. So that was back in 1944. So let's move forward in history to 2014. So what exactly happened in 2014? We saw the annexation of Crimea to the Russian Federation. So meaning Russia came back in and invaded Crimea. So they thought that Crimea was part of Russia, whereas the Ukraine thought Crimea was part of the Ukraine. So what does 2014's annexation of Crimea have to do with the entry for 2017 and 2018 of the Russians? So Julia came to Crimea and she visited or performed when she was not allowed to be in Crimea at the time because it was a Ukrainian state. Meaning she was banned from coming back into Ukraine for another 3 years. So what did Russia do about this? So one, they were mad about Jamala singing 1944 because it was about how bad the Soviet Union was. Fine. So what does Russia do? So Russia's not stupid, so they send a singer that they know is banned to go into Ukraine. So because Ukraine won, they wanted to make sure that, there's going to be more conflict because Ukraine and Russia always need to have this conflict. So they send a singer they know is banned from going into Ukraine. So what do they do next? They send a singer with a handicap, so then people feel bad for her. If it was just a normal singer who doesn't have a handicap, not saying she's not normal, but somebody that does not have a handicap, I don't believe people would have made such a big deal. But because she has a handicap, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with handicap people. I dated one for 3 years who had cerebral palsy, so I don't see anybody different. It doesn't matter what they look like, if they have a handicap, everybody's a person. So Russia, not being stupid, they send a person with a disability, handicap, to the contest for pity. So what does that do? Makes the Ukraine look horrible because now Russia can't send the person because the person is banned. So Ukraine gets a backlash that Russia really wanted them to get. So fine. So it comes to 2018, Russia could have picked anybody else, but they know she has a fighting chance now to win because she has the pity vote for not being able to participate in Ukraine because she was not allowed in the country, as well as 2, she has a physical handicap and people will feel bad for her, which is horrible. That's just a horrible thing to do. Remember back in, I think it's 2014, when Poland sent the entry and she was in a wheelchair? People didn't pity her. We judged her on her singing voice, her singing abilities, and her song. And that's how it should be. We should not be giving points just because of a physical handicap. Doesn't matter if you're black, brown, white, doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what kind of handicap you have. Everybody's a person, everybody has the right. Everybody has a chance to be in the contest. So did Russia do this on purpose just to get pity votes? I believe they did, but it is a horrible, horrible thing to do to Julia. She's a singer, she wants to be recognized, but is Russia doing this for their own, so they win again? I believe they are. So sorry if this is a bit political, but I hate how in Eurovision there's so many politics in the contest. It should be on the song and the singer. It should not matter what they look like. It should be more like The Voice, and they only hear the singer. Because if they heard Julia sing, she's not the greatest singer. She had a good song last year, I did like it, but her singing abilities just aren't there. And she should have a song that's in Russian because her English is very, very bad. Which isn't a horrible thing, but it's almost not able to comprehend what she's trying to say. So that's my look on how Russia's been playing the game. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How do you think Russia will do? Do you think they'll be getting the pity votes? Do you think she won't even pass the semifinals? Or, if she gets into the finals, how well do you think she'll do? I sure hope that politics don't get into it this year, because as you can see, it did get into politics last year. So I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share, subscribe. Sorry for being so political, but this is the views that I've seen. I love Russia as entries for Eurovision. They are actually my number 3 favorite country, and I really wish there was no politics in Eurovision, but that will never change. So thank you for watching. Bye!